in my chain. Yang, yang, yang.
The sound effects.
You know what I'm saying?
Like my brother, man. I mean,
right?
Of course.
All right. Okay. Now they'll say any normal dude will cry.
I heard the nigga was crying too. Like he was crying. He was crying like a bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. One story. It never happened to me, so I can't tell you what I would have done because it never happened to me.
All right.
It happened to one of my boys before. True story.
Right.
It's in Brooklyn. Chick lived in Brooklyn. So the girl was like, gave him keys to the crib. And then tell him, call before you get there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the same thing. Now, now we get there, right? We get there. We go over there. Got mad people with us. Push the key in the door. The only thing you hear is the clapping. You already know what's going down. This dude about to just cry a river. Look at what you do to me. No. I said, what I would have done is I'd have opened the door, stood there and watched him. Could you see that face, that deer caught in the headlights? That's what I'm looking for, that you caught. See, now we told Duke, you got two options to get out this house. The window or the stairs.
Wow.
You know, chose stairs.
Wow.
He chose stairs. He would chose stairs because if you get thrown out of a 14th floor flight window, it's automatic death. So he figured he'd survive tumbling downstairs. What he failed to forget to realize is before you get to the stairs, there's a door that you have to open. Now, it requires some projects, you have to turn the knob to open the door. Some project doors don't even open, they just stay stuck there. So you got to get to the staircase to get out the building. What do you think happened?
Whee! That's what I think happened.
We were trying to encourage them to pick the window, but it didn't work. we want to see if Superman was really real. Like, we want to just test him out.
Well, yo, listen. You stupid. Yo, guys, not only are we on IG Live, we are also on YouTube right now. So we are live streaming. So I'm gonna start the story from the beginning again. At least the story I told you, the reason why I wanted to do this episode today. So for those who are joining on YouTube, I know there was a little bit of difficulties or whatever, but we back on. The episode today is a special episode, Relationship in Modern Times Today. The reason why I wanted to do this episode, I was telling the story. Shout out to True Story, by the way. He was the one, I think he got the story from Reddit or whatever. True Story, I subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Check out True Story. Good Rep Hill content, stories, and all that. But like I said, it was one story in particular. He said, I think the guy was, like I said, 27. The woman was 25. So here we go. Your man got to do the ad-libs. Yo, that's my brother, man, Baby Paul. Like, I think he was talking about you, Baby Paul. He said you got to do the ad-libs and shit. Like, yo. Shout out to Chicken and Beef TV. Shout out to iRant Media. Shout out to the Ranters Union. Everybody on there. So let me just start the story. All right, boom. So once again, the guy, he came in from work, and he was on his way to the shower. But from my understanding, the shower was in their room. The bathroom was in their room, whatever. So as he was about to make his way to the room or whatever, he heard some moaning sounds. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, he was wondering, like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? So, I'm just giving you the short version. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, dude goes into the door and he found what?
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. Hold on. My bad. I'm at work and I thought I muted the mic. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me mute the record. I'm still here.
Nah, come on. This is Randumb Thoughtz. We fuck up all the time. Don't worry about it. Like, well, at least I fuck up. Like, I don't care. But anyway, what was it? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. As he was opening the door, he found some dude piping his chick. You know what I'm saying? And this is a little bit of information I forgot when I told the story before. The guy, from what he said, was way longer than him. He was like a foot long schlong, so he was really knocking the dust off. You know what I'm saying? At least from how he was telling the story. So
he had time to look at it.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know. But anyway, get to the point. So, dude came in and he was like, yo, he was on some what the fuck shit. And before he could get time to really process it, he got so angry that he jumped on dude. So they started fighting. So the dude that ended up screwing his wife knocked out the husband. Ping! Lights out. So as dude is laying down, the girl, the wife was like, "Oh my God, you knocked out my husband! Now you concerned for the husband. Now you just admit you was getting dick down real good. Now all of a sudden you magically worried about the husband out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Tiffany Monet, what's going on? But anyway, so as dude was waking up, now all of a sudden homegirl's like, "Oh, I love you. You the only one. Ain't nobody else there but you." He ain't trying to hear that shit. He was like, "Yo, get away from me, chick, man. I'm packing my shit and I'm out." You know what I'm saying? Aquel, what's going on? Packing the shit and be out. You know what I'm saying? So he packed his shit and was out. You know what I'm saying? So okay. That's it. Like, light out. That's it. Like,
that's some crazy shit. I mean, you really got to tuck your tail in the crack of your ass and walk out after getting beaten up by a nigga that smashed your shit. Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Tiffany, you missed the beginning. Like, you have to watch the playback because this is the second time I'm telling the story. So, like, yo, you just missed the beginning of the story. But anyway, today's episode is a special episode, relationships in modern times today. So, getting back to the story. So, after he packed up, he bounced. I think he stayed at his sister's house or a friend's house or whatever. But he was depressed for a while from what the story said. Like, he never really got over that. So 3 months, like we're going to skip 3 months later, somebody called the local police in that respective state and they reported a body in the woods. So as the cops were searching for the body, whatever, like it was deep somewhere in the woods. So when they got to the body, they found the guy with a hole in his head and the gun next to his hand. It turned out to be the husband. The husband blew his own brains out. You know what I'm saying? Because he just couldn't handle the pressure of seeing his wife getting stroked by no foot-long, schlong-ass nigga and getting knocked out by the nigga too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yo, you laughing, B. Like, I know some of you YouTube motherfuckers laughing and shit too. But, like, yo, son, I'm like, yo, let Baby Paul tell the story. Baby Paul, he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell a story he wasn't there? Like, this is the reason why I'm doing it.
I mean, you weren't there either, but you know the story.
Yeah, because I watched the episode. How Big Paul gonna tell the story? Anyway, listen. Yo, so this is the reason.
Minging, that's what it is.
For some reason, I was watching that, and then I woke up this morning. I was like, you know what? I want to really talk about relationships in modern times today. I also had conversations with my coworkers about it and conversations with other people. You know what I'm saying? Especially on Instagram and maybe 1-2 conversations on TikTok about certain relationships in the modern era. And especially I've been paying more attention to red pill content and pink pill content. With females talking about how men ain't shit and this, that, the third, and
people in that one too. Are you peeping them guns?
No, but I peep them for educational purposes only, and I also peep a lot of red pill content too, only for educational purposes. Shout out to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to like I said, True Story. Shout out to MTR. You know, was it Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews? You know, shout out to all those brothers that make you know, Anthony Spade. You know, all those cats that make red pill content. But once upon a time I was on that red pill train, but not necessarily now. I believe more like on some MGTOW shit, but just for my own personal growth. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I was thinking like right now I'm gonna chill on the whole relationship thing just for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm still open to finding a girl to, you know, spend some time with, to get to know, but just, you know, really take things slow and get to know that person before just jumping into a relationship. Because nowadays, you know, like it's a facade out here, man. Let's be realistic, man. It's always some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you don't know who to trust. You know what I'm saying? And especially with these, and now I'm gonna get to the nitty gritty of it. I'm talking specifically to these 20 and 30-year-old motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you including too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But you my nigga, so like, you know, it's favoritism. Anyway, today's special word is favoritism. Fuck that. But anyway, guys, I have some questions I do have to ask you, so you know, just be as real with me as possible. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get the stacks eventually, though, man. You know what I'm saying? 93 till infinity. What's going on? Well, wait.
90 till Thriftfinity, but you was right there.
Oh, sorry, 93 till Thriftfinity.
What's up, brother? Good to see you here, George. What's good?
Yeah, I've been messing people's names up. My fault, man. Anyway,
you good? So
let's jump into it, everybody. Check this out. So, like, yo, Paul, I'm gonna start with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna ask you, what is your personal opinion when it comes to these modern day relationships, man?
To tell you the truth, I can say I don't know because I don't follow their shit, to be honest with you. But
I mean, from what you see, you know what I'm saying? Because you see shit in the street from what you see.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, every now at this time now, like if you see something now, it changes in like 5 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? Like you might see something going on that you might remember, and then in a blink of an eye, you see reality real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people would say it's parenting. A lot of people would say it's what they see or whatever. I think to me, relationships now is going to shit. Because nobody want to build. You understand what I'm saying? You find someone that you want to build with, and you go money.
Fucking facts.
You ain't got to worry about nothing. Like that just being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like, you know, everybody got a how should I say this one? Okay, preference. I'll throw preference. Everybody got a preference of what they want.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you see on social media, right? Like, you know me, bro. I joke, but it's real. Like, that what happened around Valentine's Day.
Yo, do I?
Now, from February 1st to the 13th, it was no male bashing whatsoever.
Yeah, we don't use Valentine's Day. We use National Suckers Day on Randumb Thoughtz.
National Suckers Day? Okay. On National Suckers Day, it was no male bashing whatsoever. Even with dudes. Dudes are, you know, say their little spurts. I be catching them. I'm going to find me a queen. You can't find queens in garbage.
It is.
And let's be real. We was all attracted to garbage at one point of our time. You have to be attracted to garbage to deal with it in order to learn from that shit. That's what I did. I learned. You understand what I'm saying? Now I got a real one. Learning, building. The person I'm with want to build the same way I want to build. You know what I'm saying? She's not looking for vacation on bills. Not saying that doing down the line in our relationship, I would not help her. No, that's my lady. We'll make sure she's straight. But you got these chicks that, you know what I'm saying? You got people out here that got these rules and regulations. Like, that's why I say some of these relationships now, they're going to shit.
Well, I don't think it's because of the rules and regulations. I think basically it's because of the lack thereof, to tell you the truth, man. Because it's like for instance, I think the biggest problem is cheating. Like, I seen this one video today, and they were talking about cheating. Like, yo, these 20-something-year-old chicks out here, man. Like, from how the video looked, these 20-something-year-olds, they laugh at cheating like it's a sport. Like, it's really nothing to sit there, get a guy, be in a relationship with a guy, and waste his time while, you know, topping off another dude or fucking his best friend or doing all type of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm really kind of iffy on that one right there, man. You know, and I think that's part of the reasons why I don't really fuck with relationships like that right now. Because, like, dog, I can't deal with cheating. I'm sorry, I ain't got the patience for it. I don't. I don't got the patience for that shit. Like, shit, I feel like cheating is a complete waste of time. You wasted my time. You know what I'm saying? Time that I can't get back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Time that I claimed that I loved you and I cared for you and I did everything in my power to try to make this relationship work. You decided that dick was your favorite vegetable. Hey, yo, Abyss, I'm gonna ask you the same question because 93, he wants to know. You know what I'm saying? 93, he shows favoritism, and we fuck with favoritism here at Randumb Thoughtz. So, I asked you the same question, Abyss. What is your full take on modern day relationships? You know, at this day and age,
they're dysfunctional and they don't work. And I agree with Baby Paul on a lot of stuff. A lot of it does have to do with accountability. Yes, we can talk about parenting, but at the end of the day, if you're a 20, 30-something-year-old and you know better when it comes to certain things, but you still end up blaming it on other people that you get yourselves in these certain situations, honestly, boo-hoo. Like, again, everybody has to deal with their situations and problems, but it's the way that we tough through it and we focus on improving upon getting better is where it's at. So yes, you gotta look in the reflection in the mirror. A lot of people nowadays in relationships, we're not looking to do that. As well as I agree with Baby Paul when it comes to building, quote unquote building, but honestly trying to be somebody else's piece, not like a piece as in the 50-50, but as in you are addition to their happiness and their fulfillment. You're addition. You're not a replacement, but it's an addition. Because it's gotten to a point where we're so not only commercialized, but we sensationalize so much that's done in society. So we're looking towards what is the norm, quote unquote, in society. And right now, toxic relationships is trendy as heck because some people are just thriving off of that because we have such a broken family system, period, even not only in the Black community, but you can see it in all ranges of the communities now. So it's so easy for folks to fall into those traps, as well as when you start to add entitlement on top of that of what people used to do in the past, and now you're not doing it. Now all the expectations are super high, which I'll say the same thing I said last show, and I'm gonna say it again. Shouts out to Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. But he basically said this in short. He said that men have learned how to respect women, but not know what to expect from them. And then women have high expectations or know what to expect from men, but not know how to respect or treat men.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Notes, are you still there?
Yeah, I just got on doing paperwork. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm gonna ask you the same question. What's your personal take on modern relationships today?
Well, okay. Well, you already know that I'm in a relationship right now, and I talk about it a lot all the time. So the same thing what Baby Paul was saying and Ab was saying as well too. Like, first of all, that whole toxic shit, that whole trendy shit, that's very annoying. Even and I feel like even like outsiders, like you see it on TikTok where like people be like setting up like the playing field for like people like to call your baby mama or call your It's like I'm like, bro, like that shit right there is toxic. Like and they're doing all this shit for like trends and life. It's like that's not cool because like you never know what that next person maybe they have been cheated or this and that, and now like you just sparked up some insecurities or like you just ruined something. So like I also feel like letting a third party in, like even just advice, you know what I mean? I think people need to stop like telling their problems to like single motherfuckers, people who are single, because you tell somebody who's single, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like the last thing they're gonna say is like, oh, like fuck that broad, or like, or like, you know, you don't need him or this and that, and then like next thing you know, they probably getting dicked down or smashed down by the other person or whatever, or like they're out there doing some ratchet things or whatever. But the point is, another thing as well too, I feel like, you know, we gotta grow. I feel like the 50-50 thing, you know, not like material wise, but just like as emotion wise, you know what I mean? Like being there, you know what I mean? Because like the world outside is already crazy, you know, at home and stuff like that, you know, it should be your peace, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you and your significant other, you guys should come together, whatever it's tough times or hard times, or tough times or good times, you know, it's kind of like some Bonnie and Clyde type shit, but and also the whole trust thing as well too. I don't know, man. Like I feel like if you do have somebody that's really good, you know what I mean. Just, you know, do your best, man. Like, you know, to try to keep them. And if you do fuck up, where it's to the point it's unsalvageable, you know, just be a man or be a woman about it, man, and just like tell them straight up and just leave that person alone, because like that's pretty much it.
Nah, man, thank you very much for that positive intake, man. Chicken and Beef said, Baby Paul, every time somebody mentions someone getting smashed, we need the ad-libs. yo, nigga, man. Yo, CMB. Shout CMB, man. Yeah. Yo, so, hey, yo, Ad. Yo, yeah. Can you check on YouTube, see what they saying, man? Like, or you already on YouTube and shit?
Yeah, I got you. We'll go through it. Redemption songs on here. Just saying peace, saying peace to all of us. And then Mr. Jones 169 said earlier when you was talking about, you know, just getting to know a girl and just be friends and just really trying to chill and take it slow. He said, I tried to get to know a chick, but just being friends, that shit didn't rock well with me. And then later on, Redemption saying true. We got different types of emojis being posted, you know, the eggplants and all of this. And then Redemption song. Yeah, we ain't got too much. We ain't got too much going on as of right now.
Well, no, we just getting shit started. We just really getting shit started. So, you know, we love the emojis and the foolishness and, you know, the fuckery. Keep bringing that going. You know what I'm saying? We love that that foolish energy. You know, but Yeah, like another question, since it's guys here right now, man. Another question, we talked about this before actually, but I want to know your opinion. I want to actually know Baby Paul's opinion. I want you guys to know Baby Paul's opinion. As far as the females are concerned, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that it's hard for a woman to take accountability for her actions when it comes to messing up in a relationship?
Some.
I agree.
Some do, some don't. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Get my phone off.
Hey, yo, Sean Penn. Hey, yo, Cross P, what's going on, man? Sean Penn 13. That's my other brother right there, man. That's my other brother. Ike P, Team Hami. Yo, what's going on? Yo, I saw Swave earlier on too, B. Like I seen him around the hood. Shout out to Swave Sever. Shout out to Team Hami. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad everybody that could come in, join in. You know what I'm saying? Abyss. Since since Baby Paul had to leave for a sec. Hopefully he'll come back. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah, I'll ask you the same question.
Yeah.
Do you think that in these amount of times that women can be held? Well, can women take accountability for their actions when it comes to messing up in a relationship?
I would say now majority, and this is only me looking, and I also have my experience, of course, with being women, is that I'm gonna put the most. Most women try to avoid accountability as much as possible. But again, that's why there is the some. But again, we're talking in general from what I'm seeing. There's a reason why. I know we do need that balance. I know we do. We do for sure. We do need the balance.
Yeah, because right now I feel like a real sausage party right now. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need the sausage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if there's a female out there that want to join us on the panel, you know what I'm saying? Yo, jump in. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Send a request. Since Baby Paul done left temporarily or whatever, send a request. I'll have you jump in. Why not? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. No, what you saying? Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, so ultimately, man, my answer behind it is gonna be a yes and a no. And most of the women that I've gotten to experience in my life, that even includes like family members, because that's where I grew up, mostly around women. It's the way that you go about approaching it is how you can help with, noticing, okay, this is what's happening and taking the accountability for that. Because of course I've learned that from my grandmother, my mom, my uncles and them on how to be accountable about stuff. But there's times where they're not accountable. So being able to hold somebody up accountable for their actions and seeing them follow through with it, that's what that's what I know is a part of the relationship. But that's on you to have a strong core relationship. But yeah, outside of this, from person that you don't know, men and women, like mostly women too out there. Yeah, the accountability piece, try to avoid it as much as possible. Don't forget, you got the patriarchy. You got a whole grip of folks that's out there. Is that godmother? Oh, hi, godmother.
Oh, that's your godmoms?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's up, godmoms? Oh, man.
But yeah. So yeah, that's my answer. All long-winded. It is, I say most. But there is still, of course, some. And then we can say the same side, but right now, you focus the question on, women, so that's what it was, the focus.
Oh, yeah, I'm being one-sided. I'm not even going to say a lot of you. I'm being real one-sided right now. And I want Steph to, when she wake up or whatever, I want her to look back at this and be like, this nigga. I want to do that shit. I want to laugh, be like, yo, really, bro? Really?
This is what, look at you. This is what you want to do. Piss Steph off.
No, not really. I don't want to piss Steph off, man. I just, I'm starting some fuckery. You know how that go.
Yeah.
Oh man, Larry said that like the
Oh,
bad friend. He
stop.
taking ass to hell. Good God, moms. Yo,
She already popped out. She's not gonna see that. She already popped out.
yeah, she ain't gonna see that. Like yo, like no, but hey yo, Note, you still with us, B?
Yep, just finishing paperwork.
Yeah, he was over here, bro. Was that your background that I was hearing like earlier with some?
Yeah, that was my client.
Gotcha.
Got you, yo. So I'm gonna ask you the same question. If you did, you hear the question?
Repeat it again because I was making sure these notes are done.
Got you, Note.
All right, notes.
Right.
Yep.
Anyway, do you think that women are afraid to take accountability when it comes to messing up in relationships nowadays?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, so you switched it on me.
Nah, fuck yeah. Nah, that's facts. That's facts. That's fact. That's facts. Nah, it's man. Oh my God, bro. Fuck yeah. There's some women that can, and there's a bunch of women now that just can't. And I don't know. I just blame the whole like. I don't know. My theory is this: I felt like men have done women so wrong back in the day, and now women know how to do it very well. So it's just like I don't know if it's like a big game of battle what the sex is or like the roles are just reversed now because there be a lot of women, man, that they be cold as hell. I'm telling you, man, very cold. I've ran across a couple of them. No, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I thought I was cold. Hell no.
Yeah.
I ran into some nether realm sub-zero cold to degree heart bitches. I'm telling you, man. I'm being real, man.
All right, lyrics over here with these analogies. All right, go ahead.
I'm just keeping it real, though, man. Like, I put it this way: I'm happy that I do have my fiance because the last chicks that I was dealing with, it put me in a very dark place. Not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you know, like how you say like how like nice guys sometimes turn to fuck boys to this and that, bro. I was on that borderline. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like it wasn't like this fuck all bitches, bro. It was at the same time. It's like I can't trust y'all. So to me, it was all like I'm gonna get you before you get me. Especially I've been on a couple of dates and it's like, you want to pay for this and the fuck? Now we splitting the check. or I'm walking out. I got this one story when I was one of my sister's friends. I thought she was cute, and I wanted to take her on a date and stuff like that. The bitch asked me for money right in front of everybody. I laughed at her, straight just laughing, and she was all like, "What's so funny?" I was all like, I find it funny because you think because I'm a nice guy and I'm a nerd and stuff like that. You think I'm one of these fuck niggas that's finna hand you money. I was like, you got me fucked up. I'm already gonna take you out on a date. As a matter of fact, fuck that date. We cool. You know, we have a good day. My mom looked at me and said, baby, she's like, you serious? I was like, fuck this broad, man. Walked straight out, went straight home. Nah, bro. Some women, man, they be having the audacity, bro.
No, that's a fact, B. That's definitely a fact, B. Like, yo, so like, audacity ain't even a fucking word, B. Like, yo,
but
I don't.
But at the same time, too, like, you can't really blame them sometimes because like we did it first, so like now they just know the game, and I feel sorry for some of these new dudes, you know, who are like, you know, very genuine, very cool, but now, you know, they see a chick that like that, and then like they about to run straight through them.
No. You can't blame our generation for that, and you can't blame the generation before them. because it's not like our generation or generation before them are. I see where you're getting at with it, but you can't blame us and you can't blame generation before, because the simple fact, you know, there are some guys that try to teach you the best way you can, try to teach the best way that we can, but then you also have to understand the friends audacity is on sale. Yo, this nigga chicken and beef. Yo, anyway, you have to take into accountability too that this is a whole different mindset, and like the females that got hurt, they're teaching their daughters and their nieces how not to get hurt because they fell for the shit. Now, this is what I'm talking about, lack of accountability. Yeah. Like, I'll tell you guys a story what happened with one of my cousins. One of my cousins fell in love with this nigga. His name's Ricky or some shit like that. Now, Ricky, he was on some bad boy shit. He was a thug. He wasn't no pretty Ricky nigga. He was a thug. He was a straight thug nigga. I remember one time we was in the kitchen, right? Like in my aunt's kitchen. And this nigga actually, in front of me, felt my cousin's titties. Like I wasn't here. You know, like, I was like, what the fuck? They sitting there kissing, he feeling on titties and shit. They go upstairs and they doing their thing. I'm like, yo, same word.
I would have straight stole on them, bro, straight up.
No, but that was boyfriend, girlfriend. I was like, yo, just take that shit upstairs to him, man. Fuck out of it. But then, like 3 days later, she's sitting there crying and shit, talking about, oh, Ricky dumped me. I loved him. I told you the dude was no good. You should have known from when he touched your titty. Like, he was no good. You knew what he wanted. Like, you knew what it was up. Like, yo, it wasn't. I told you the writing was on the wall. I'm a guy. I know shit like this, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I was in a friend zone more than I could count back then. Like, I was. I'm not gonna say no nerd shit, but I was so cool and I was such a nice guy that I automatically got put in the friend zone. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I learned so much about women being in the friend zone that I could write a book on that shit. Because I learned from other women. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, it didn't click until after me and my son's mother really broke up for good, and then I got into another relationship. Then all that shit that I learned when I was 16, 17 clicked in my 30s. Like, yo, I was sitting there like, what the fuck? But, you know, getting to the point with that, like I said, like, you know, the thing is, she went into that situation knowingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knew that dude was no good, but she was going to take that risk anyway because, you know, he was exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was something different. He was excited. He was a hood, like, he was a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was a thug. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then in a sense, I had to understand and respect it until he played my cousin. Then I'm like, yo, son, like, thank God I ain't see him afterward. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story for another time. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make an example of that. You know what I'm saying? And then this, dog, I've been around so many chicks crying over dudes that were no damn good for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could write a book on this shit. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could literally and figuratively write a book. I could write a fucking book on every time I see the chick cry because they put themselves in a fucked up position and took no accountability for it. They always wanted to cry victim. You know what I'm saying? But you're the one that opened up your legs and gave the man something. Nobody put a pistol to your head and said, open up your legs. You did that. So now we got another generation of women that want to act hard and want to have this niggerish type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they dudes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I stay away from that because, number one, I don't like dudes. I'm straight. I love women. And number two, I'm not gonna have no woman test me like she a dude. Like, I don't hit women. You know what I'm saying? Unless I have to defend myself, and I'm not even gonna hit you. I'm just gonna try to just get away from you or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but like getting to the point of it, wait, what do you say here? Mr. Jones.
Yeah, YouTube.
Oh, all right. Mr. Jones said, yeah, man. She thought you was an ass kissing man. Nah, well, yeah, she probably did, but yeah, she got a rude awakening on that. But like, listen, I'm like this, bro. When it comes down to it, there has to be some accountability on a woman's part too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, men, we stay getting held accountable for shit even when we don't want to. But we gotta step up because, that's us. We look at things from a logical perspective. It's like, yo, listen, if I messed up in a relationship or if I got caught, you gotta own up to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we expected that off rip. But if you mess up in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the female. If the female mess up in a relationship, if she cheats, then she got 10,000 fucking excuses, you know what I'm saying? As if to, sit there and be like, oh, well, like there was a banana peel that was on the floor. She just slipped and landed on some dick.
Internet be on bullshit. They kicked me straight out.
Word? Damn.
Continue your analogy.
Like,
continue your analogy.
Facts.
Yeah, so I was saying, man, like yo, you just slipped, fell, and landed on a foot long of dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Oh, whoa, oh, it feel good. Like, fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You knew damn well what you were doing when you was doing it. That's why, I think it's kind of difficult for me to be in a relationship because me personally, I'm going to hold my girlfriend accountable for whatever the fuck she's doing because I'm not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy when the more knowledge you have about somebody or something, the less you might end up getting that something because they know they can't run game on you. Mm. That's why I say that I feel that sometimes I sacrifice my happiness to teach others. You know what I'm saying? Mm. That's the reason why I have episodes like this and all that, because this is a teaching moment. I'm not female bashing, none of that. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, I understand that, your mothers and your aunts and them, they got hurt back in the day and all that other shit. I get it. I was around it. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that you got to sit there and change the game and think that, oh, well, since you guys have, the fuck was that?
Oh, that's my laptop.
Be right back.
Oh, I was about to say, like, yo, I thought IG was going to attack me or something. Anyway, they were going to pick us off some shit. Anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, the fuck was I saying, man, with that shit? Anyway, yo, I don't know, bro. It's like like I said, I hold women accountable on that shit on my end. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sorry for it. You know what I'm saying? It protects me at the end of the day, man. Like Men is Fair Highlights Daily says, protect yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to do that. But like I said, like, I'm not looking at it from a red pill perspective. I'm looking at it from a real perspective, and, I'm sorry. It might be kryptonite, but you got to start taking some accountability. And that's that. I know. CMB, I know. Yo, if there's any women on here that want to get down with us, man, yo, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. I don't know what the fuck happened with Ad, but okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell my girl to hop on live. Hold on.
Oh, all right, yeah. Tell your lady to hop on. Yeah, we about to. Hey, yo, chicken and beef. We about to get somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But I'm trying to remember my point. Be like that beeping shit that completely fucked me up. So
I'm sorry.
Nah, man, nah, it's cool, B. I ain't even blaming you for that shit, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I feel like I sacrificed my happiness, man, like to teach y'all, man, to teach, people, cats younger than me, man. And it's not even just Black Seed 58, what's going on? It's not, how should I say, it's not the fact that I don't want to find somebody. I hope to be in a relationship. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I really would like to be in a relationship. But number one, I'm too picky. And I'm picky for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm not picky just to be like, I'm not picky just to be like, oh yeah, yo, she got to be this, that, the third, and just cause. No, you got to have some sort of intelligence too, and you got to, you got to want to be my piece. Beautiful Ray Ray Marie, what's going on?
Yeah, that's my fiance. So ask the question again.
Oh, that's your lady?
Yeah, ask the question again.
Which one?
Beautiful Ray Ray Marie. That's my fiance.
No, he asking which question, not who.
About the accountability. Because you want to know a woman perspective, right? So I'm talking around. Ask the question. I just sent her an invite to the video. You know what I mean? She want to jump on there and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, is she at work? No, she's at the hospital right now.
Yo, she all right?
Yeah, she okay. She okay.
Oh, all right. Yeah, now I'm trying to have a cam up.
There
Like,
she is. And that's her. Babe.
What?
Hey, what's going on?
Can you hear? Her head.
Yo,
Yeah.
All right, lyrics.
I took it off
again.
Damn,
All right, everybody. This is my fiance.
Hello.
Hey, Black C58. Hey, what's the piece? What's going on? Black C58 said accountability is big in relationships, both sides. Of course, you know what I'm saying? But I feel that, and the reason why I asked this question is, because like as a man, this is what I see women do, especially in New York City. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I see the lack of women doing is taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so I'm gonna ask you this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful Ray Ray, I'm gonna ask you a question. I asked the men here the question, and we do need a female perspective. So I'm gonna be straight up here. Do you think, in your own opinion, and be truthful, that's what's up. Appreciate that. Like, yo, do women take accountability when it comes to messing up in relationships in this modern time?
In my opinion, no. No.
Well, okay, can you further elaborate on that? Because like I would love to hear this shit.
Let me tell you. Okay, so
Right.
say for instance, if a dude cheat on a girl, they be like, oh well, you did this to me, blah blah blah, this and that. What if I did that to you, blah blah blah? And they be like, okay, let me take my glasses off. They be like, well, the guy can take accountability, but the girl will make millions of reasons why they did what they did. Like, oh, you did this to me, so I'm gonna do this to you. No. If a girl cheated on her dude, and she be like, okay, I did this and this because blah blah blah. No, you did it because you wanted to. Simple as that. There's no reason behind it. You did it because you wanted to. Period. Point blank. There should be no reason. You did it because you wanted to. You felt like doing it, so you did it. Not because, oh, he did this or she did that. No. It's your thought process. You thought about it way before you did it, so don't blame a situation on something else that's totally different. No. You meant that, so you did it. Period. Own up to it.
You got yourself a wonderful lady there, sir.
Yeah.
I just want to say, you got yourself a wonderful lady. I respect your relationship. I hope you guys have a happy and fruitful relationship, marriage, and all that good shit. I wish you nothing but happiness and positivity. Yeah. And I hope that every modern woman every modern woman that watch this shit listens in utter madness in their fucking pantyhose go right up the crack they ass because they mad and shit because they heard that shit. No, because you ain't gonna listen to me. So hey, you gotta listen to the female perspective. So I'm very proud of you about that. Thank you very much. Chicken and Beef said keep that mask on since she at the hospital. Nice to meet you, sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Thank you.
What? Ed, revenge on what, motherfucker? Like, what you talking about?
Oh, I mean, in general, that's the perspective on it. Is literally that's why that's why hurt people. We have that phrase, hurt people, and the reason why is because we want to make sure we get a one up on the other person and feel like we done bested them. And when that happens, then what's the reason for you even being in a relationship or building with anybody? Because in general, what a relationship is basically you having a relation, which is basically being able to connect and have similar, times to that person. And you're on this ship, which is basically supposed to be in motion. The more that you argue, the more that you break things down, the more that you're breaking windows. I slash the errors out your car and all these other type of things going on. I mean, you're keeping the relationship from moving forward. When we can do that together in progression as we move forward. But ultimately, that's what I'm saying, revenge. I mean, they say revenge is the best served cold, as well as, honestly, at the end of the day, revenge just continues another cycle that ends up being repeated that, again, might be toxic, negative. It doesn't resolve really much anything besides your emotional state that you feel at that moment.
Oh yeah, of course. I have another question for you guys, but right before, Black C58 has another comment here. He said, for example, if a man or a woman is carrying the bulk of the relationship and the opposite isn't, that's foul. That's where accountability comes in. Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, like he's right. You know what I'm saying? I can't. It's. But also, in the cases from what I see, if a man or woman is cheating, you know what I'm saying? And like, yes, I keep saying cheating because for some reason, like,
it is.
Like,
we want to talk about that too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're going to talk about that because I got some questions for that ass about that too. Black C58 said there's only accountability in tit for tat. Shaking my head. No, you're right. Dog May Compton, what up, baby? What's going on?
The other name for it is an exchange type of relationship, and that's what's happening with society right now. Is we're all for exchange. It's like, what can you do for me? All right, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. But if you decide that you're not gonna scratch my back, then you don't get to get any of this at all. Whatever it is, both ways.
Yeah, it's like resources and sex. You know what I'm saying? Like that's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? In a nutshell. And speaking of which, like, this is my next question. Okay. Hey, Notes, we're gonna start with you this time, man. So, in your opinion, what do you think is how do you feel that they could try to build a relationship? What's like the actual foundation? How can, like, if let's say, for instance, right, you had a 20-year-old couple, you know what I'm saying, come to you for some advice. You know what I'm saying? Both these motherfuckers are 20. You know what I'm saying? They fell in love because they end up fucking. You know how 20-year-olds go. They fucked one night, now they in love and all this other stupid shit. So they ain't nobody got a chance to know each other. They just end up fucking and they in love. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. We all did it when we was in our 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the coochie's so good, I fell in love. The dick's so good, I fell in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic about this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my case, the coochie was so good, I fell in love. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So let's say you had 20-year-old couples come to you talking about how can we build a positive, healthy relationship. What would your advice be?
Well, I'll speak for me. When we first met, we talked for a while. We We met online. I talked to her for, babe, it was beginning of May or middle of May?
Middle.
In the middle of May. And we talked for a while, and then she came over, we were hanging out and stuff like that, kissing. That's pretty much it. And then we got to know each other first. And it's funny. One day she was at work, and we were FaceTiming, and her mom walked through the FaceTime and saw me. So I met her mom by accident through FaceTime. So, and then after that, she met my mom after our first official date, and it was cool. So I honestly think just communication, getting to know each other. Look for the, not I want to say look for the red flags. Just be honest, because I asked her out after, but it was after our first date or before.
After.
Yeah, after, because I was at my uncle's house, and I texted her, and I was like, yeah, so I'm really digging you and stuff like that. And the funny thing about it, I messed up on the question, and she thought I meant something else. So she cussed me out. She was like, hell no. She was like, it's either one way. I was like, nah, girl, I want to be with you. It's you. And so ever since then, it's been history. It's been history. So this is communication, man. Getting to know each other. You know what I mean? Just don't bullshit around. If you want to be with this person, then be with them. And we've been holding each other down since day one. When we first met, she surprised me. Since day one, she surprised me. Stuff she's done for me and the stuff I've done for her. And back then, I had my dog. Even my dog loved her. That's when, that's when I knew it was real. When my dog loved her, barely listened to me, but listened to her all the time. It was awesome.
That's dope, man. But dogs love everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Except for other fat niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because I see people's dogs. And no, hold on. I be seeing people's dogs. They be treating me like kibbles and bits and shit, trying to bite my ass. Fuck out of here.
Bro,
so
it was in a point 2 a.m.
Said kibbles and bits.
Yeah, I said kibbles and bits.
He would get jealous. I'm laying next to her. 2 a.m. we be scrapping. At 2 a.m. that's when I knew it was real.
Damn. Yo, the real John 100, man. Thank you for joining us.
That's my uncle.
All right, cool.
What's up?
Uncle John, what's up? Beautiful Ray, I'm gonna ask you too, in your opinion, if you had a 20-year-old couple come to you and say, well, we fell in love after one night of screwing, what would your advice be to that couple if they ask you, how can we build a foundation off of one night? How can we build a healthy, successful relationship off of one night?
Okay, for one, I just turned 26, but okay, so
I said 20, they 20. You know what I'm saying?
But for one, this what I say, because I know this is in a lot of relationships. Okay. Whether I did something on the first, whether they did something on the first night, the second night, the first month, whatever. Allow y'all business to be y'all business. Don't go tell this person and that person, this person, because everybody gonna have an opinion. Nobody should have an opinion about what you and your spouse is doing. That's period. Just because somebody find a reason not to like who you with, that might steer your judgment of how you feel of that person. So for me, I tell them, keep your business to yourself. If it's your relationship, I understand if it was family. If it was a family dynamic type of situation, still don't allow your family, your friends, or whoever to navigate your relationship.
Yo, that is great sound advice, man. Because that's why I was to say sometimes all the time my family wait, you went out with her since when? Yeah, since none of your business, man. I love you though. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. I love my family, man, but opinions. I'm not the type to hear about people's opinions until after the storm. You know what I'm saying? Or if their opinions are in sync with mine, yo, she ain't good for you, You know what I'm saying? Like she, you know what? You're right. She ain't good for me. Like, like I got stories about that shit too. But like, yo, Ed. Before we get to you, I just want to read some comments that just popped up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chicken and what was this? No, actually, no. You said Champy. Okay, Champy actually had a comment here on YouTube. He says there's no accountability because people are trying to one up each other. Yeah, you right on that, dog. Chicken and Beef says notes remind me to hit you with a middle of May bar when your lady not around, respectfully.
Bet. But like she's
This nigga.
she's always
Like,
popping up though. Like y'all gotta look at the comments because she'll straight pop up. When I hop
yeah,
on, she'll hop straight on.
yeah. I mean, we are some entertaining motherfuckers. So, like, yeah, I mean, come on now. Um, Black C58 said, learn each other before you move in with each other. Practice patience and find a synergy before you commit. Patience. Black C58, most definitely, man. We feel you on that. Like, yo, Ed, I'm gonna ask you the same question, dog.
Yeah.
Let's say 20-year-old couples, 20-year-old couple came at you after one night of fucking, you know what I'm saying? And they all Google Gaga with each other, but then they ask you, they say, Mr. Adviz, or Ad, you know what I'm saying? Like we like to call you here Randumb Thoughtz. Ad, like, can you help me? Well, can you help us build a happy, healthy, successful relationship? What would your advice be?
Yeah, I'll be that type of person to ask questions and for them to figure out the answers on their own. But first, of course, I would tell them, um, do you know their overall behavior?
Mm.
And what I mean by that is, do you know how they act when they're around you? Do you know how they interact with people at, a restaurant, or how they interact with their friends outside of all of that? Because again, it's very telling of, how they would respond to people outside of you versus with you. Because again, we can put up the facades and fake people out for such a long time until we get to achieve our certain goal. Because again, it's always about the intention as well. So if you know this person's intentions are good and you want to build and you want to create a bond in a relationship that's going to span generations later, then yeah, you want to know about the intention and really know about the person's behaviors. Not all the way in and out, of course. Privacy, to that extent, of course, privacy. But I'll be like, well, do how they respond and behave outside of yourself? And then two, do you know how they communicate? And shouts out again. You talk about the love languages as well as communication being the key, because we know that it's like I can't expect you to read my mind, which sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Being around at least the women in my life, sometimes it's like I've had that particular skill to try to read the mind. But you have to tell me what you want, and there is a certain way I've learned how to get that, but I'm not gonna know if you don't say anything. You can sit there all day staring at me, but I don't know if you're hungry. I don't know if you have to go use the restroom. I don't know that you need gas in your car. Like, you just can't stare. Like, we can talk, we can use body language up to a certain extent, but it's important to communicate what you want to say, even if it's a roundabout way. But if you know that's how they communicate, at least you can still get some information out. So I just can't sit, just can't just sit there and just stare at each other. That's it. But definitely knowing how they communicate. And then the third thing is ultimately why. It's always the why. Why are y'all together? What is y'all's purpose of this relationship? Is it marriage? Is it a long-term, just quote unquote partnership? If you want kids, all of this stuff comes up. So for me, it would be asking those three things, like the behavior, how do they act around you, as well as outside of that, how do they communicate? And then, why are y'all together?
That's what's up. I was just trying to do the question thing, but I'm gonna answer this myself. If a 20-year-old couple came to me talking some shit about they just finished screwing for one night, and how can I help? How can I give them advice to help them build a happy, healthy relationship and all that, the first thing I'm going to ask is, was it good? Because if the sex ain't good, why the fuck are we all here?
What?
How long was it? How many nuts did each one of you guys bust? Yes, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be all fuck. Add this. If I'm gonna help you, you will give me some fucking details. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to really help you help yourselves. Okay? I need to know how long did you go, because guess what? Missy was right. I don't like no 1 minute man, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we gonna have to talk about that too. But
nigga, if you went 1 minute, then nigga, you ain't in it. Like, why are we here? Like, why? I'm gonna help you do what? I'm gonna help you go to 2 minutes? Fuck you talking about? Like, why are we here, my nigga?
Why did that rhyme?
Because
you don't rap.
That's it.
Weak.
No, I'm serious though, man. Like, it's funny, right? I was in the bar. I used to work at a bar on Eastside Billiards in Manhattan on 86. Yo, shout out to Flo, shout out to Dwayne, wherever you guys are. You know, those are my friends from there. And I remember the first time I met
Progressive.
No. Flo, she funny motherfucker. Anyway, Flo, this Chinese lady that I met, like I met at the bar or whatever, at the pool hall / bar, and I remember having a conversation with her, and like she actually knew the people in the bar anyway, like, so I was still kind of fairly new, and I had a conversation with her, and I'll never forget what she told me. She said, the key to a happy, healthy relationship is good sex. Not just sex, but good sex. I said, how do you figure? Because she said straight up, she said, yo, listen, if he can't fuck, then what else we got to talk about? You know what I'm saying? If the sex ain't good, what the fuck else we got to talk about? And I'm like, well, that's a real shallow, superficial way of saying it. She said, I understand it's shallow. I understand it's superficial. But it's real. It's real. It's 100% real, because guess what? If he ain't got no good sex, I'm out. I was like, so let me get this straight. You're gonna sit there and tell me that, salute to my girl Flo. And yo, Flo, she had me dying that whole night. She was like, yo, I was like, so let me get this straight. So if he ain't got no good sex game, then the rest of the relationship's gonna be lame. Like, that's just gonna be garbage. She was like, yeah, I know that shit rhyme notes too. But anyway, like only a random thoughts, man. Like, yo, like, we hear niggas in the background and all type of shit. Anyway, like, so anyway, so like Flo was saying, she was trying to explain it in the best way possible in in stupid people terms, because I needed for her to explain to me in dumb nigga terms. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, yo, I was like, what the fuck?
My girl said she got to take off right now. That's why.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, she started to take off. But I'm about to take off too. In a few. I got 10 minutes left on the clock. I'm just letting you guys know.
All right. Well, no, we about to wrap up anyway, man. So but but I just wanted to finish the story here with Flo. You know what I'm saying? Like, Flo was like, yo, you gotta take into accountability this, man. You know what I'm saying? We can sit there and talk about what to do in the relationship here, this, that, the third, and what to expect from a man, what to expect from a woman. But all that shit really don't matter unless you know what they're working with. Like, you can have she said, you can literally have a good guy that does everything for you on this side here. I mean, he can, be a protector, a provider, this, that, the third. But if his dick game is weak, then nigga, like, why are we even speaking? Like, past this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she said it straight like that. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Flo's a straight shooter. You know what I'm saying? If his dick game weak, no more we need to speak. You hear me? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. Like Chicken and Beef said, respectfully. You know, yeah, but like I'm like, yo, bro, like, you know, and I'm like, yo, like, Flo, are you serious? She was like, yeah, I'm dead serious. The sex is whack. I'm not trying to deal with this guy, but he was like, yo, you see your boy there, and I'm like, yo, too much information. Like, she really is gonna get into this nigga sex game. Like, too much information. Like, that's my man right there, B. Like, I don't want to know how big he is. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so I'm like, so what I'm trying to say is, like, everybody, you know, when it comes to that, everybody has a.
Y'all, are we on for tomorrow?
Of course. You know what I'm saying? We definitely on tomorrow. You know.
Yeah, I'm swimming my nigga titties and blankets. I'm out. Okay.
All right. Say less. Yo, good to have you, B.
Hey, no problem, bro.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, man, you know, real quick, like, you know, like, when it comes to Flo, you know, that shit was hilarious, but I did learn a lot from that conversation. You know, I learned a shit ton from that. And, you know, she had a very interesting point. Do I personally believe it? I'm 50-50 on it. I'm kind of 50-50. Like, I'm like, the way she explained it kind of made sense. But then it's like, is that all to a relationship? I get it. Okay, we got to see how the sex game is. But is it just some shit to get out the way? Like, is it an expectations game? Like, is this what you're in it for? Like, and I had so many questions that I was asking myself. There's some days to this very day that I think about the conversation we had, and I still ask myself those questions. Yeah, it's like, especially now, how relationships are going now. It's like, yo, I really got to see like how she reversed cowgirl before she could reverse her ass to pay these bills. Like, you know what I'm saying? How we pay these bills, or reverse her ass to that kitchen to cook me something. Like, or reverse the conversation. Like what?
Nah, anything about woman in the kitchen nowadays is misogynistic. So,
well, no, I don't mean to be misogynistic.
I know. I'm just, you know me. I'm just antagonizing. I'm over here being the detractor, the person that's gonna add the random stuff. So go ahead.
Yeah. I swear I wish Steph and Famos, you know what I'm saying, was on here, man. But yo, they're currently in bed right now, so you know we'll talk to them tomorrow. Yeah, like, yo, the shit had me dying, B. I'm like, yo, son, Flo's crazy. But yo, like I said, shout out to Flo and Dwayne, wherever they at, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'll never forget that shit, man. Like, it did definitely give me something, and continue to give me something to think about, because it's like, that's how that conversation made me think about how relationships are today in this modern society. It's like, yo, they meet up, they go out on a little date, or they go out on a date, then it's back to the crib, the fuck, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no more courting, there's no more being respectful, there's no, like, you know, there's no more, you know, like, really genuinely just trying to get to know a person. It's like, we're just trying to get to know a person to smash for the moment, and then we'll figure everything else later.
The hookup culture and situationships. Speaking of that, here we go. We get these comments real quick in there. I'm gonna say my piece, and then whatever you want to do, brother, you do it. Shan P, she said on YouTube, if you can't crack her back properly, you're garbage. And then she said it has to be a 50-50 split. We'll talk about it. 50-50 split, because if you're lacking in the bedroom, what else are you lacking in?
See what I'm saying? And she's, like I said, she's the second female I heard that from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, probably a lot of females think this way. Yeah. But she's the second female I heard that from. And mind you, that conversation I had with Flo was years ago. This was like, I was saying, what, 2000, give or take 2010 or 11? You know what I'm saying? Like,
like around about that time, and yeah, and look at and that was the beginning of the shit that we dealing with now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just about, like that was like that was like, man, listen, man, like this is the beginning. Like, yo, fuck love, let's fuck, and all some type of stupid shit. And I call y'all Generation EFE. What does that mean? Everybody fucking everybody.
Because DTF, bro. Which stands for down to, I mean, literally. That's what it is,
Damn
bro.
fuck.
Yeah.
Damn fuck. Oh, we got some comments here too. Let's see here. Yo, niggas is laughing and shit. The beginning stages.
Chicken and beef. I saw you on YouTube.
Yo, this nigga, man. Yo, you gotta tell me what chicken beef sounds on YouTube. But anyway, he said the beginning stages is an illusion. Time bears or truth. Black C58 said that. Black C58 also laughed. Chicken and beef said, salute to my girl Flo. He he meet her in the middle of May. Now he in the middle of the hay. Chicken and beef, respectfully. This nigga chicken and beef. You have to have balance. You can hit the bottom and fuck her life up. Yeah, I mean, no.
That's a point right there.
Yes, sir.
And I'll say my piece to that. I mean,
all right.
It's gotten to the point that we're hooked on that pleasure because we're going off of that's what innately that's what we're all here to end up doing. I mean, in the Bible it says to be fruitful and multiply, right? So I mean, sex is supposed to be that thing that it brings that pleasure as well as you are helping to continue humanity to grow. But what we've done is we become so pleasure filled into stuff that literally only for relationships and things to work in that particular ways you have to fulfill that. Cool, I know that is a need. If we look at even y'all don't know about Abraham Maslow, you can look this dude up, but he has a whole pyramid, talks about the hierarchy of needs, and sex is there at the lower level of those are necessary needs for somebody to reach self-actualization, to get to grow into being an individual. That's like food, shelter, sex, connectiveness, needing to belong, all this other different stuff. But this is where again then we need to have proper channels to teach about sexual practices, and then that means we got to give people time to, again, if you really want to get to know that person and you connect on so many different things but not that, then be able to work at that stuff. Because if we just gonna be like off of it's a one-off, I get it, you don't want to rack up multiple bodies, but if you do that, maybe because we're too excited, because that's what happens. Honestly, if you're too excited, it's all a muscle and it can be trained. And the thing is, a lot of men nowadays too, especially, they don't be getting, women be thinking that men get it like that easily. No, it's only about like the top 10, 20%. There's a large amount of folks who are virgins into their late 20s, early 30s. I'll say this, I was one of those folks. And literally, you don't have that experience. And I always would hear that. That's like a thing. You have to do this and you have to do that. And that's why some men will have performance anxiety. They only think it's only based off of sex. And that's where if you just only worry about that particular thing, again, then I get it. That's you. But for me, it's an addition in a relationship for me. And I know it's going to be like, well, that's weird. But for me, I know that sex is something that's greater. It's something more spiritual because you're creating a soul tie. So for me, it's learning how to build that. It's just not only just pleasure. For me, it's like we're even connecting deeper. So I'm wanting to learn more about you through that. But it's just not like, no, I'll say like this. It's not a hot pocket in the microwave. It's like I want to treat it like it's almost if it's becoming like a gourmet meal.
Basically, you ain't trying to just bust a nut. You just trying to go ahead and like sexually connect to that person. And
as that's intended.
No, exactly as it was intended. But I'll be honest with you. You got porno, especially celebrity porno, playing a part. OnlyFans playing a part. You got this whole culture. What is it? Not whole culture. Oh yeah, the slut culture, the anti-slut shaming culture. Shout out to all the sluts out there. you know, you got ass eaters.
Of course,
Eat
you
the
don't
Booty
put no
Gang.
pedestal. There's no pedestal to be put because
Tyler
again,
Parker Squad.
we don't do that.
Now I'm fucking with you about them niggas, but listen, like, no, you have so much stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff that like, where do we get to the foundation, the building a foundation? No, they're building the house of relationship on a solid foundation. That's what I meant to say. Where is the solid foundation? Because you niggas is building the houses on mud, basically. Like, mud can't hold down the whole entire house. That shit gonna sink. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna use this as a final thought because we gotta wrap this up. My chicken getting cold. So no, but we got some comments here.
Black Sea, correct.
What did Black Sea say, man?
1000%.
Most of the elite celebrities can't stay in relationships. You know what? You're right. Ellison Reed, what's going on? Yeah, they can't. Like, I was saying, it's funny. I was saying, there's a actress, like an actual actress that that I had a little crushy crush on. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had a porn scene of slobbity knobby, and I mean, it, due to like, I guess, what is it? Due to what do they say? Not copyrights, like,
due to
No, she was going
the
to take
circumstance of which thereof.
Yeah, the circumstance which thereof, they took the scene off because she went after all them porn sites or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course that shit takes money and time because once your shit is up there, it's up there forever. And that's what I want to say to all you OnlyFans women, OnlyFans girls too. There are some OnlyFans women. Some I know, some I don't. Well, little I know. Most of them I don't. I hear them talking about how they want a relationship. And it's like, you have to take into consideration, and this is where accountability comes in. You have to take into consideration what you did and how that leaves a negative mark in the mind of men.
Yeah,
they want to screw you from here to high heavens. But when it comes to being in a relationship, you can't jump down a man's throat for second guessing it. You can't.
You want to know?
You can't. What's going on?
People forgetting that, just like how, I don't know if this was for y'all in school, but I know it's for me, just to scare people too, was like your permanent record.
Oh,
and
yeah.
for you, your sexual resume. So if we see that your sexual resume is all out there and basically it's on the streets, posted everywhere, a lot of people, men, women, all included, won't take you as seriously when it comes to you talking about wanting to be in a relationship because of what your sexual resume shows. So
exactly, like, when you sit there, you sucking on banana, or you sucking cucumbers, or if you even sucking a real pipe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it is a double standard. It's a catch-22 for women. Yes, it's a catch-22 because men is seen the other way. We've done a show already about this before already.
Yeah. Like, but it connects. You know what I'm saying? It definitely connects because I'm talking about relationships in the modern times now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it does connect. Like, and I'm speaking specifically to these OnlyFans women. Whether you just started or you've been on there for quite a while, you have to take into accountability no matter what. Like, there's one woman in particular. She's like, now she want to switch to white dudes because, or she's like, well, white dudes, I'm taking applications because she can't really find a black man to deal with her because she doesn't know. I'm like, well, I know, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to tell her because, she's a good friend of mine, but I'm like, like, you know what I mean? Like, how do I know? Because I supported your page. And I only did it because I'm your friend. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, boy. The shit anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, okay.
Yeah.
Offline. Okay.
Offline. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and hold you though. I know the type of person she is, and if given a chance, if we weren't stuck in that kind of friend thing, I would wife up because I know the type of person she is, and I know why she did it. She didn't do it for what other people think she did it for. But I told her, I was like, yo, listen, on the other side of that coin, you know, everybody's not gonna look at you like how I look at you.
Yeah.
Because I've known her since way before OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? So I know why she did it. Yo, wait, hold on a second. We got some we got some comments. I gotta read these shits. Okay. Black C58 said these niggas that was on the hit in the train and ended up wifing shorty respectfully. Oh, sorry, he said there's niggas that was the last to hit in the train and ended up wifing shorty respectfully. Yo, Black C, you a funny dude, man. Chicken and Beef said basically she is in the spank bank. See, I didn't want to say that, but that's what I was thinking. And like I said, I have nothing but the utmost respect for this woman. That's why I'm not gonna come at her like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said,
I'm sorry, bro.
Hold on. I know why she did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know why she did it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because of, well, not just because of, the attention and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's be realistic. During the time when the pandemic hits, a lot of people lost their jobs. She happened to be one of them. And, she heard that OnlyFans, you can make a whole bunch of money off that shit. Trust me. But for that short amount of time that shit was popping, a lot of women heard how much money they can get off of OnlyFans. Okay, let's see. Black C58 was laughing. He probably laughing at me like, this goofy nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's all laugh at that. Chicken and Beef said, not gonna come at her. LOL. Stupid. Like, you stupid. He said, too late. LOL. Yo, y'all niggas is horrible. Like, yo, nah, but like,
you set yourself up for that, and there's two words. You set yourself up with the phrasing of what you use. Then once you put that out there, people are gonna clue in on that real quick.
Fuck it, let them clue in on that shit. Like, yo, but I'm just saying, like, I don't, I really, like I said, I don't mean no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to her. Like I said, she's a good friend of mine, and I don't want to put her out there on Front Street like that, but like when you go to OnlyFans, you put yourself out there on Front Street.
Yeah.
That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a double-edged sword. Because just like Chicken and Beef said, you are at somebody's spank bank. Like, you think a lot of these dudes ain't whacking a wiener to you? Like, yo, you got another thing coming. Yes, I did say whacking wiener. Like, yo, so let's all laugh at that stupid shit.
Yeah,
whacking a wiener to you?
Look at, go ahead, read the comment. Then I got something. Then, yeah, bro, we gotta, do your thing with the rap.
I know, I definitely know. Black C58 said, if her marketing not A1, she just getting fucked on the streets. Now, you know what the crazy thing is? She, like, at the time when she was on there, when she first started, she was in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So her boyfriend is not, her then boyfriend was in no videos, nothing. She was literally just using toys and other shit. You know what I'm saying? And imaginary stuff with lingeries and food and all type of other shit. So she kept it, she kept it like, respectable somewhat, but once her boyfriend found out, I think y'all know how that ended.
This was
No, I'm saying, no, she didn't have nobody else. She ain't had no cock in there. She ain't had nobody else's cock. So I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying, respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like, sort of. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm talking. Come on, man. You wasn't born yesterday. Like, you know what I'm talking about, Ad.
I know,
like,
but I mean, that's your respect.
That.
No, that's your respect. I respect your respect, but my respect on the other side is, once things have been exposed, it's a no go. That's the end.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
that's something that, you know, I don't think that she took accountability on. You know, I don't think she would think that it would affect her in this way. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, financially, she did great. You know what I'm saying? Like she's doing things she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like she's got a new house and all that. Like she good. You know what I'm saying? But did she quit her day job?
It was a
No,
pandemic.
actually, well, no, it was a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like she got laid off her job or whatever. But once everything started to open up, she went back to her job. Now she's actually getting she got a promotion and all that. Like, and you know, she got you know, she's moving up. But the thing is, she still kept the OnlyFans and still generating money off that. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, again, yeah, no, it's all good. Look, I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm looking at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not that. You know, no,
cold-blooded. I knew he looked a little like Ike.
you doing too much. No, that has never happened. I'm not. Yeah, not. I know we just goofing now at the end, but I will say this. We have to be mindful, and this is where I'm with the Native Americans when it comes to this saying, is that what you do now impacts the next 7 generations.
You're right.
So you putting that stuff out there for the world to see and for that to be out there forever, guess what? Whenever you have children, and this is what happens for some of these porn stars, their children is going to have to deal with going to school. If you're still going to let them go to school, they're going to have to deal with either being bullied, being saying, oh, I saw your mom, or I saw your dad, you know, on here, you know, all of this stuff being said. Then now they're going to just know that, okay, like, they're just known for being that they kid and their parents was all doing this. Literally, there's articles you can go find, news reports all over talking about how women was doing multiple different jobs. I know it's mostly women because, again, that's where it's really gearing towards. It's like men on OnlyFans, a whole other different story. That their son was getting bullied. The son was getting bullied, and the mother didn't care. There was another one where the son was also getting bullied, and the mother was seeing how did that have any type of impact. And that's what we always keep on forgetting. As much as it's all about us, at the end of the day, if you're building, you know it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be about we. It's going to be about the kids. It's going to be about the generations after that. So if you're not willing to take on that type of responsibility and that type of accountability, then I get it. Then don't put yourself in a situation to be like, now I want to do this.
And the thing is, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to take it further. You know, especially in the city here, man, like, yo, dog, like, if a kid get teased because his mother on OnlyFans, that shit could lead to some other shit that you ain't prepared for. You know what I'm saying? And it can lead to some stuff that you're powerless to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The law could come into play. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about police and all that. And that's the last thing you need on your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you're going to do OnlyFans and all that, like, to all the single mothers and all that, like, who got the body in the face and all that, to do that, if for some reason that's your career goal, take your kids into accountability. Take the fact that your kids can be bullied into accountability. Take the fact that your kid could go the extra mile to set an example if they get bullied into accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always think far. I always try to see 10 steps ahead. Like, let's all remember Columbine. Even though that Columbine was something completely different. You know what I'm saying? But still, stuff like that can trigger something like it, depending on the circumstances which they're up. And I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. You know, that's why I always, you know, preach accountability, because I stand on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk about cheating and other stuff, but we will have a continuation show on this. You know what I'm saying? I'll try not to make it impromptu. You know what I'm saying? But it was something on my mind, and I really wanted to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Black seed. Yeah, it's because kids are impressionable at a very early age. Their brain and everything is very programmable. It's very, what we say, it'll be malleable. Anything, they could pick up anything real quickly, especially, and this is just off the random too, if you ever want to teach your kid multiple different languages or advance them in different types of learning, do that at early ages from 1 to 5. Because after 6, a lot of that stuff, if you didn't reinforce it, they go through a pruning process where the brain gets rid of other different connections to stuff. And if you didn't teach them that stuff, it's not going to happen. So if you got kids already as early as 3, 4, seeing all of this stuff and exposed to these things, there's no wonder that they're going to take that later on until they start getting already 10. And that's why we have the such things as like girls being fast and boys being too grown already, is because we didn't let the kids be kids. They just grew up into adults or just being like that grown real quick, getting into grown folks' business, all of that stuff. We gotta let kids be kids and mold them to then let them go and make those decisions themselves. But
that's a fact.
That's why you gotta watch the world.
Agree with you. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The number one thing y'all gotta do is be careful who y'all have kids with, because. Like I said, just because the coochie is good don't mean that every good coochie is a responsible mother. Like not and the one thing I learned, and this is gonna fuck your head up, not every good woman is a responsible mother. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't, like, you can find a good, let's say you find a good-hearted woman that, and there are good-hearted women that never knew their fathers. You know what I'm saying? Or never knew what a relationship looked like. They're just good-hearted people. But just because you're a good-hearted person and that person is a good-hearted person doesn't mean that y'all good for each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you really have to pay close attention. And I learned that from hard experience. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to be careful who you make children with. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay close attention to that. But guys, we're gonna wrap this up because, like I said, I got chicken. So, and if I got cold, so I gotta put that bitch in the microwave.
You got beef with it too?
No, just chicken. Anyway, but my battery's down like a mug too, man. So like, I just came from work and I was like, yo, I'm ready to set this shit up. But I like to thank Adviz. I like to thank Notes. I like to thank Baby Paul. I like to thank Stacks. Stacks, forgive me, bro. We did try to get you on here, do a little quick interview with you, man, but I don't know what happened. We like to thank Notes' girlfriend, beautiful Ray Ray. We like to thank you guys for coming in. Chicken and beef. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? iRant Network, Ranters Union, everybody on the Ranters Union, we thank you very much every day, man. So, thank you for being part of the family. For those who joined, you know what I mean? Join us on IG Live, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, follow us, actually, what I meant to say. Follow us at Randumb Thoughtz Podcast. That's RANDUMB HTZ PODCAST. Trust me, I did graduate high school.
And this is the spelling bee.
And this is not the spelling bee. So, you know what I mean? Wait, we do got to come in here. Facts is no disrespect from service training program.
Difference.
Oh, shit. It's no difference from service training programming. My fault. Yo, I'm just trying to wrap this shit up. My fault, man.
Man, we good.
Yeah. So for Adviz, this is your boy the LYR to the ICS lyrics. This was a special edition of Randumb Thoughtz. Tune in tomorrow, or technically later on today at 3 p.m. for the regular show. We are on every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it's like noon. Pacific Standard Time, right?
12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, noon, nigga. Like, yo, you sitting there at 12 p.m.
I just say 12, bro. Okay, I don't care about no freaking noon, the evening, the night. I don't care about the numbers. Okay, I mean,
all right.